Peace, peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Outlaw Hip Hop Podcast. I am your host, Outlaw J, and welcome back in the building. I appreciate everybody, man. No, I've not abandoned the people. I know I'm supposed to be a little bit more consistent with my doings and stuff. What I'm doing, what's going on. Your boy just got a great job, and it's a little bit more demanding of my time. And it's something more that I've always wanted to do, so I'm not complaining right now. Not at all. Just been real busy with that. You feel me? Just getting in, doing what I got to do. You feel me? Handling my business. As always, taking care of the family. Taking care of the family business, making sure that I am doing what I got to do. You understand? But tonight, I'm not here to joke around. I'm not here to play around. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. I'm gonna keep the pleasantries real brief tonight, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right.
Welcome to Outlaw Hip Hop.
So, just recently, a story has broken about a young lady named Sonya Massey, just brutally gunned down by a police officer. She called police because there was a prowler in her neighborhood or around her house or whatever. So she called for help. And unfortunately was gunned down by this racist, white supremacist, obviously, officer. Very unfortunate, and I'm going to start the show off by saying rest in peace to the young lady. My condolences are to her family, her friends, her daughters, her sons. I know she's a mother of two. But unfortunately, we see this too much. This has become a norm in our society. This is completely disrespectful to our black women, our young black men, our brothers that have fallen due to these same circumstances. And I'm just giving my spiel before I go in. Excuse me. We see this too much. Behind some racist white ideologist officer that is sworn to protect and serve the community and the people. And this is what I always say, we have these officers that only go through training for 6 weeks or something like that. And they serve in these communities that they're not familiar with. These officers, they come into our communities, and I mean communities of color, black, brown, and they just have a complete disregard for the human life. You feel me? These are your same dudes that are raised a certain type of way, and that carries over from whatever they went through in high school or whatever, however they were coming in contact with melanated people. They get involved with certain type of people that have racist ideologies, white supremacists, all of this, all of that. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they're better than the counterparts in the community, in the society. And it obviously shows on their day-to-day basis. So, this just it breaks my heart. And as I look at the young lady's picture, she gives me Sandra Bland vibes. Rest in peace to Sandra Bland. I mean, like I said, I can go down a list of names of people who have fallen victim to gun violence due to the people that get paid to serve in their community. And then you got certain people with certain platforms that swear up and down that this thing does not exist because you got a couple of dollars, excuse me, or because you pander to a certain type of demographic, you swear up and down this doesn't exist for your interest, not the interest of your people. And let's get it clear. We're not playing the victim Olympics here, the victimhood Olympics here. That's not what we're doing. First of all, let me state this, man. Black people, we are strong people. Black, whatever you want to call us, African American. I'm not finna play this game with y'all. FBA. I'm not about to play this game with y'all. I'm not about to start name dropping and all of that crap because all it is it's divisive. So let's be clear. It doesn't matter what you identify as with. First of all, I think we need to start identifying ourselves as a nation because every other race in this country does. Every other race of people identifies themselves with their culture, their ethnicity. And we tie our color, or they tie our color to it just being nothing. We are a beautiful people. I love my beautiful people. Just recently, I was talking to my queen, and the whole premise of this show is to outline and highlight the bullshit that goes on within our community and we have normalized. And I said, another reason why I was on the fence of should I keep going? Because I don't want my platform to be rooted in just negative connotations within our community because we are a beautiful people. But the reason why I do highlight the negative is because we are so much better than what we show or what we throw out there or how the world perceives us or sometimes even how we perceive ourselves. So everything that I do here at Outlaw Hip Hop is rooted in love. It's rooted in respect for ourselves, for the ones that we see in our neighborhoods, the ones that we see that live next door to us. I know I'm kind of long-winded right now, but I want to be clear. Let's be clear. Because we need positive people that are going to put themselves out there, put it all on the line, and say, we are a beautiful people. And I don't really care who rocks with that or not. I believe in what I believe in, and I stand for what I stand for a reason. So let's be clear. Let's get that out the way. I already told y'all from the beginning. if you're here for the ratchetness, this ain't the spot. If you're here for the bullshit, this ain't the spot. Because obviously those are the things that are being highlighted within our community. Motherfuckers log on or turn on their TV and watch Love and Hip Hop, and they think that is a way in which they should be living their lives, which is full of drama and bullshit 24/7. And that's not who we are as a people. We are not a violent people. We have become exactly the people who enslaved us and oppressed us. We don't trust one another. We don't trust our family members. We don't trust the people that live next door to us. Quick to kill our own. Excuse me, unalive our own. Now, I'm talking out of love here, so forgive me. I'm talking out of love. Everything that I do here is out of love and respect for our people. Rest in peace to the young lady, Sonya Massey. I hope I'm not butchering this young lady's name. But we're gonna dive into this, and we're gonna unpack a couple things, because how much more can we take? How much more can we take seeing our people being brutally murdered at the hands of the people that don't care about us, and we do nothing? We do absolutely nothing. We do the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And I'm very big on that. We're operating out of insanity instead of logic, reason, getting actual results for our community. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. I am going to play these videos because no disrespect to anybody, but I want to paint a picture of how quickly things escalate when it comes to us. So this is serious business tonight. This is warning. These videos will be a little graphic, because I want you guys to see exactly what we're talking about. For the ones that be in the back talking about there ain't no such thing as racism, white supremacy, blah, 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 blah. I'm not that motherfucker comfortable. You feel me? At all. So let's dive in, man. I'm gonna stop running my mouth, and then we're gonna dive in a little bit.
Shocking body camera video released today shows the deadly police shooting of Sonya Massey. The mother of two called 911 just before 1 a.m. because of a possible prowler, only to be shot by a deputy inside her own Illinois home. The now former deputy faces 3 counts of first-degree murder.
The body camera video reveals the events leading up to the horrific scene.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure?
My medicine and stuff.
All right.
Inside the home, Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson can be heard asking Sonya Massey to check on the stove.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Within seconds, things become tense.
You in that
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Massey starts to set down the pot and apologizes. Grayson fires 3 times, striking her in the face.
Headshot wounded female, 1078.
Prosecutors say Grayson's partner tried to give the 36-year-old first aid, even though Grayson discouraged him. Grayson has pleaded not guilty. When reached by CBS News today, his attorney declined to comment. Last week, Grayson was fired from the sheriff's department. Documents obtained by CBS News show he has worked for 6 different law enforcement agencies since 2020.
Okay, so this officer has worked for 6 different precincts since 2020, and nobody seen that as a red flag. Nobody said, what is going on with you moving departments so much? Nobody seen a motherfucking problem with this. Let me move 6 motherfucking different goddamn jobs within a 4-year span, and somebody gonna look at me sideways. Professionally, unprofessionally, this dude is mentally ill. He's not stable, whatever the case is. But what I'm trying to highlight here is the complete, utter disrespect within a society that does not care when it comes to a certain skin color. Because they'll look at your ass sideways. They'll look at your resume. What's going on here? We see that you weren't able to keep a steady job between this time and this time. I know it's happened to me before. They want to see a consistent flow in your employment history. Why does it not matter when it comes to being a police officer? These are the type of things I've been trying to figure out and decipher in my head for a long time. Because this is not the first time we've heard this. It's not the first time. Black people, obviously, we're not going to get no damn complete justice in this country. I really want us to really wrap our heads around that. We're not getting no justice. This punk might get got, but I mean actual true justice. I'm not talking about no fucking reparations payments neither. That's not what I'm talking about. Let me set that one. All right, this one, I think this next one is the full video. Because this punk goes and says, hold on, wait, let's hit the clip first and then we'll dive into it.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
Is it in that stack right there, maybe?
Okay. 1 second.
And I'm sure this dude
Let me look at this.
didn't have his camera on, but he didn't know his partner had his camera on.
Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
So how'd they go from laughing?
away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
Now headshot, bitch. You're actually done.
How did we go from laughter? She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, because this dude was like, I'm trying to get away from the boiling hot pot of water. So maybe she took that some type of way. Like, dude, it's just a boiling pot of water. How much of a punk you got to be afraid of a fucking boiling hot pot of water? And I'm gonna get it clear because it's so muddy right now. The waters are muddy right now. But I'm hearing this dude was laughing and joking about this shit. I'm not surprised. That's how much they don't care for our lives. That's how much they don't view us as human. They still view us as less than human, not even humans. They respect a monkey more than they respect black people. They respect a dog. They care more about a motherfucking dog than they do black people. So-called black people. And I'm the one that gets called being negative for just seeing the world as it is. I'm not saying that's all my focus is, but I'm not a fucking idiot. I have a great job right now. Even in the event of doing my job, I'm still looked at as, what are you doing negative? I can tell. You don't have to open your mouth. I can tell by the look on your dumbass face. Whole uniform on. In my job, I deal with the people, but I can still see that look on your face like, I just got to be doing something wrong. Oh, I cannot just be an honest member of society. Ah. How do we go from laughter to him shooting this young lady in her freaking head? I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand it. You know what? I do understand it. That's something that you wanted to do all along. It's something you wanted to do all along. You just wanted to put a hot piece of lead in something black, in something with melanated skin tone. It's something that you just necessarily don't know anything about. Once upon a time, I said, I just don't understand racism. After doing a little bit deeper diving and a little bit more research, I think I started to get it. And it's something very simple, and I ain't gonna give it away. I'm gonna let you do your own research. Let me read this real quick. Sonya Massey ducked and apologized to the Illinois Sheriff's deputy seconds before he shot the black woman 3 times in her home with one fatal blow to the head, as seen in body camera video released Monday. An Illinois grand jury indicted former Sangamon County's Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson, 30, who is white, last week. He has pleaded not guilty to charges of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. The video confirmed prosecutors' earlier account of the tense moment when Grayson yelled from across a counter at Massey to set down a pot of hot water. He then threatened to shoot her. Massey ducked briefly, rose, and Grayson fired his pistol at her. Authorities said Massey, 36, had called 911 earlier to report a suspected prowler. The video shows the 2 deputies respond just before 1 a.m. on July 6 at her home in Springfield, 2,000 miles southwest of Chicago. They first walked around the house and found a black SUV with broken windows in the driveway. So how does this young lady call the police for some help and ends up being gunned down by some punk? They need to be retrained. And I know we've been saying this for a long time. How about you just don't police in black communities? Somebody's mama, somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's auntie had your punk ass scared for some hot water. She says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. He said, what's that? She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. He says, you better not. I wonder what struck his ass. That's some real demon time for your ass. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he fills this woman with some hot lead. Scary times we're living in, y'all. Scary times we're living in, y'all. I mean, I'm not saying like afraid, scary time. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Just how divided we are as a nation. Just how divided we are as the human race, the human people. How ignorant it looks out here right now. I just heard a song recently, Earth is Ghetto. That's an understatement. This is hell. This is hell. This is hell, ladies and gentlemen. Slow motion body camera. Video of Sonya Massey.
She grabs the silver pot with red and white cooking mittens. The pot. Her hands are in the air.
In the video, this punk said she came at me with a boiling hot pot of water. Not once did we see this young lady pick the pot up. Not once. This is what he wanted to do. Y'all got to understand something. This is what these people want to do. Not all, just some. Some of these punks that feel like they're better than somebody. Some of these punks that feel like they're stealing our land. What? Don't nobody want this broke ass country. Nobody. Don't get me twisted. I love America. I really do. Because you look at all these other places and you see a lot of them are in some terrible conditions. A lot of them are under strict dictatorship and rulers. But what makes us any better? Look how expensive groceries are. Look how expensive gas is. The price of living, the cost of living. We look like a damn idiot. We can't even get our shit together. Last time I checked, it's nation versus nation. In America, it's race versus race. And if your ass didn't assimilate it to the point where you can't fucking see that, you're fucking lost. You're in a sunken place. No, we're not saying only focus on that aspect of this country. But you got to be a damn idiot to not understand what the fuck is going on out here. My sources just sent me this last video. And I thought it was very appalling. Not surprising, but appalling. This is the father of the young lady, Sonya Massey. I hope I'm saying that last name right. Because I got a cousin with the same last name, but she pronounces it Macy. But this is the father of the young lady.
Never did they say that it was a deputy-involved shooting until my brother read it on the internet.
What?
And he shared with me, he said, brother, what was Sonya's address? And I told him, and he said to me, this says this is a deputy-involved shooting.
Wow, so they didn't even tell him the truth.
Deputy-involved shooting? What are you talking about? So, in
Wow, can you imagine that?
I had quadruple heart bypass surgery.
Stay tuned,
I wondered
man.
why God.
Listen up.
At one point, I didn't know whether the two deputies that arrived, I didn't know that they were Caucasian or black or women or whatever they might be. I was under the impression that a prowler had broke in and killed my baby.
Wow.
So mad disrespectful to the father. You know, just mad disrespectful. They didn't even tell this beautiful brother about his baby being murdered. And there was an officer involved. Not surprised once again, but appalled. Once again, my heart goes out to the family, man. Black women, we need y'all. Black men, we need our women. In order for us to get through this fight, y'all, we're going to need each other. We're going to need each other. I see all this unnecessary bullshit going on online. The dating scene, the this, the that, a man's role, a woman's role, what we supposed to be doing, what a man's supposed to be paying for, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell y'all something, man. In the end, this shit don't mean nothing. In the end, it don't mean nothing if we don't have anything to fight for. First, they were attacking us as black men. Now they started to, let's attack the children. Now they're attacking our women. What are we going to do? That could have been my mother. That could have been my sister. That could have been my grandmother. That could have been one of my aunts, one of my cousins. If no other black man on this internet is going to say it, I'm going to say it. We need to do better at protecting ourselves, protecting our children, and protecting our women. We need to do better and learn these laws. We need to do better in learning how to how to correctly defend ourselves against intruders, against the police, against everybody that does not have our best interest at their heart. Obviously, these people don't give a damn about us. It's been obvious for quite some time now. Not all, just the ones you see, you know that look, you see their ass. They got that look in their eye just because you're in the building. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just walk into a bank and look around. Just look around. We got to do better, y'all. This woman was a single mother of two. Now 2 children don't have their mother. Behind some punk with an agenda to murder, to unalive somebody with melanin in their skin. And I'm the one with a problem because I see the truth in my face. in my face. No, I don't walk around with a chip on my shoulder or only zero in on that. But I'm not going to be ignorant to the truth of the matter that I am a threat. We are a threat to these people. We are a threat to these people. And we're talking about the ones who think that they're better than some damn body. We're talking about the ones that sit and listen to Hitler and these people with these podcasts that only circles and goes back to them being the white race, the this, the that, the we pure, and the bullshit. Let's be honest now. Let's stop playing. Get your feelings out of some shit for a second. Don't take y'all asses to that goddamn voting registration place and only vote on a person because of the color of their skin. What are their policies? How is you voting for them going to immediately affect you and yours in your life? When you take your asses down to that poll, don't just worry about Trump and his rhetoric bullshit. Open them policies up. Google them policies. Read those policies. How does it affect you? How does your local politics affect you? How what are they doing to combat things like police brutality? What is going to happen? Make sure you take your ass down there and vote with your mind and not your feelings. Black people, get out of your feelings when we go down to these voting places. They two wings of the same damn bird. Just pick your damn evil. Because that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. The Democrats have been in power for the last 4 years. Look at the results of what happened. Look at the results of the Republicans when they were in office the 4 years prior. And keep going back and keep going back and keep going back. And you tell me what the hell has anybody done for us? Besides keep telling us what they're going to do for us and never do the damn thing. Me personally, I know who selects the president. I don't even care about that no more. I care about local politics. That's where it's at. So make sure y'all do some research if you don't know how this works. Don't just vote for a person for popularity or because you don't like so-and-so or whatever the case is. Make sure that you understand what these people are actually doing. Who's lobbying? Who's donating the most money for certain campaigns? Make sure y'all get an understanding of these things before y'all take your ass down there and vote. And you not know what you're voting for or who you're voting for. Because remember, it's just not about the presidential election. It's about your local election as well. I don't want to get too far away from the young lady being fatally shot down in her own home. She was the one that was calling for help. She was the one that was calling for assistance. And then they come, they get there, and then they start interrogating her pretty much. Where's your ID? Have you been taking your mental medication? And blah, blah, blah. All of that shit doesn't matter. I called you for help. But you care nothing about that. Care nothing about this woman. Gun this woman down like a dog over some damn water. Over some damn water. This is the Outlaw Hip Hop Podcast. I am your host, Outlaw J. Outlaw Hip Hop TV. I hope we're going to do something, man. It's going to take something other than votes and the popularity contest for us to get some actual results in this country, man. There are people that don't really care about you. We go vote for people that don't care about us. Don't care about our children. Don't care about our mothers, our grandmothers, our fathers, our loved ones. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to think about their children. I want everybody to think about their mothers and fathers and their loved ones. I want everybody to actually be safe, you guys, please. Because things like this can be avoided. My heart, my condolences to the young lady that was gunned down. And unnecessarily violence by the person or people that were supposed to protect her. Once again, I'm Outlaw J. You tuned in to Outlaw Hip Hop TV, Outlaw Hip Hop Podcast. Until next time, people, it will be under better circumstances. Peace to you and yours.